Hi, it's Neil Thomas here from Wedding Help, and we are here at the beautiful Ballyscullion Park today, just outside Blahy. It's a beautiful day, and we have the beautiful gardens in the background, and we have my beautiful person here with me today. Yes, we have Andy from Weber Discos with us today. Andy, how's it going?
Oh, we're all good.
We were saying before we came on, we were saying it's two cultures sitting now doing a podcast together. So it's today, just putting two cultures together, one from County Tyrone and one from Cumber, County Down.
We've got a translator sitting down the back of the room there, so we're all right.
We've got somebody from Belfast down the back of the room, so nobody will understand them at all. So, Andy, tell us, how did it all come about? How did you get into, when did you start DJing, or how did you get into that industry?
In terms of DJing, believe it or not, I'm now into 30 years of actually DJing.
Right, there you go.
My first solo gig was 30 years ago, and it was the local primary school,
Aye.
where I'd taken over from one of the teachers who'd basically retired, and it was just one of them. You could do our party, and as the years went on, well, you could do our wedding.
Aye.
And that was, like, it was part-time there up until 2018, and then I went full-time at it. So
Aye.
it's all good.
What do you enjoy most about a couple's big day? What do you enjoy most about doing the DJ sets at the couple's big day?
It's usually just good banter with them and their friends, you know. It's not even, oh yes, you're going out and you're just doing a job. You're not.
Aye.
You know, that's another reason why I like getting to meet people as well beforehand.
Aye.
You know, I would say 50% of couples meet me. 50% just want to fill in the form online and send it back. But it's always nice just to put faces to names.
It can be good, especially I think with a DJ set. It can be good because you have a better rapport with them. And do you know what? You can read somebody and you can read what you think they'll like on the night and what they'll enjoy. You know, because every wedding's different, and you know, there's some weddings where they want a more laid back feel. There's some weddings where they want just a pure party.
Yep.
And I think, you know, meeting a couple, you can really gauge that. You can find out what they want and what works best. Like, I think, isn't that right?
Or for the likes of us, you know, it's like, how much country do you want in there?
Aye, exactly.
You know,
But do you know what? You can gauge a couple and find out, and I think it's a good thing as well. You know, as you say, how much country do you want? That's one of them things where there's weddings there where that's what they're sort of looking, and you're able to adapt to it and work out the couple, like, you know, that sort of way. There's venues that you're that you're well known, like we were chatting even before we come on here, like the likes of Le Mans, like, you know, you're like one of the Le Mans, you're a supplier nearly that I know I would do the odd wedding at Le Mans,
and half the time it's
I'd
me.
be surprised if I don't see there's something badly wrong, like, do you know, that sort of way. So you're known for them venues too, so it shows there's a good versatility, because Le Mans really does pull in weddings, you know, it pulls in country weddings probably for more the likes of Cumber and them areas, but it also pulls on the city weddings. So it shows your diversity, you know, that you can handle, I suppose, diversity in music to be able to do them jobs as well. In terms of music and in terms of playlists, how do you work that with your couples?
Playlists, to be honest, are a thing of the past. It's not that you're going out with, right, here's the music I'm playing on the night.
Aye.
It doesn't work like that with couples anymore. Every couple's different, every wedding's different, and every couple has the choice to add in as much definitely do play music or definitely do not play this particular song or this particular genre, or, you know, don't have it too cheesy. Oh no, we want the cheese, we want everyone.
Aye.
And that's why, again, it's good to get meeting with people.
I think as well, and like we talked about this in the Banter podcast, and I suppose this is a good thing about meeting with people as well, because some people could say, oh, I don't want that because I've heard that at every other wedding. But sometimes because you've heard it at every other wedding, it's a good thing, because it's something that really works. And it really works well, and it gets everybody on the floor. It gets everybody going. Mm-hmm. So I suppose if you can meet people, you can say, I know we want to be a bit different, but you still need them classics as such, isn't that right?
At the end of the day, you still need something, especially early on in the night, that's going to cater for everyone in the room.
Aye.
Like as I said earlier, we Granny Betty.
Aye.
You know, you need to have a wee bit of add-on or a wee bit of...
It's finding that balance that you can keep everybody happy. Like, so whether it be the older ones, and even stuff like like waltzes and quick steps, and
Yep.
this the stuff that people might go, oh God, I don't want that at my wedding. Sometimes you need that, like, do you know what I mean? Like I've seen me even at weddings, and the DJ will, go with like a few waltzes and a few quick steps or the band or something.
Mhm.
And do you know what? The floor will pack up because there's maybe young ones that aren't ready to get up and go wild yet, but the older ones will go, oh, there's, old flames have come on there, and the dance floor will pack because it's something that them old ones haven't heard in a while, and they want to get up and they want to go for it, like, So,
Well, that's a good old thing as well. Like grandparents and especially anything for the young kids as well. You have to cater for everybody.
yeah,
But they're generally not going to be there till the end of the night either, especially the younger families, etc. So you have to make sure that you're incorporating that bit of something for everyone
yeah,
to start. You want to diversify into something more specific for the couple towards the end of the night. Not a problem. We can descend it into a rave, into a rock concert, whatever you want.
yeah. And what's your typical wedding setup now? So in terms of gear and stuff, what sort of, is that's important, obviously, and lighting and stuff as well is very important as well.
Well, it's not that there's even a standard setup. One of the first questions, well, I'll give you the first three questions I ask anyone that makes an inquiry. What date is it? What venue is it? And how many people are you expecting?
Yeah.
Because, yes, there's the standard setup, as I would say, which is your two speakers, your two sets of lights, and obviously a few other bits and pieces in the DJ booth in the middle, so it's all nice, clean setup. But if it is a bigger wedding, or they're wanting you for after a band, and this band is big and loud,
yeah,
no harm. The smaller setup isn't really going to cut it. Whenever
you don't want that feeling flat.
Yeah.
Because as you say, if there's a big band on and they're really giving it, heaps of volume and heaps of energy, and you're coming on behind then and it's just falling flat.
Yeah.
You need to be keeping up with that band, isn't that right?
So in comes the big bass bins and
Aye.
the proper tops and bins. And the new line
that
arrays.
sound and stuff that you need,
Wee bit of extra kick
I
on the
suppose
floor.
lighting's important as well. So there's different packages obviously you can offer as well for the day. You can offer like a DJ after band, or you can offer full evening packages and stuff.
To be honest, there's not a big deal of difference in it. For the simple fact that I'm going to be there for the full night anyway.
Aye.
There are some couples that'll ask you to play first dance. There's some couples that'll let the band do it.
Aye.
But it's more important that you're actually in and set up at the same time as the band.
Aye.
So that you're not disrupting basically the dance floor whenever they're on, except.
And I think even the more important part of that as well, sometimes it can be better to have your DJ playing your, if it's going to be a played song in your first dance, have a DJ, because some of the bands, they're not going to make a big deal out of that, because they're basically doing their set list, they're performing how they perform. So it can be good as well to get your DJ maybe to do your first dance, or,
Again, it's personal preference.
Yeah.
Is there a right and wrong way of doing it? No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So what sort of music trends are you seeing now in 2025? Any differences in the wedding set lists, or what's the trends?
The old school's definitely coming back.
Aye.
It really is. There's always been a bit of, yes, okay, later on in the night, you put on our national anthems, Maniac, Bits and Pieces, Superstar.
Yeah.
But now you've got the likes of that new one by Levi, the Glen.
Aye.
It's going down a storm.
Aye.
Everyone wants a bit of Billy Gillies, again, local.
How far in advance should couples be thinking if they're thinking about booking you? Weddings are really important, aren't they? Like, so it's one of them dates where you need to get on early, like, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, I've got weddings in 3 years in advance, and as some of the other ones were saying earlier, there has been a trend where there's a lot of late notice essentially coming in within the 3-month period. And it's literally just as soon as you've got a date, let us know.
Yeah.
Because there's no guarantees. And it's like I was saying earlier as well, there's so many phone calls on a weekly basis now of, we have been let down. We booked wee Sammy from round the corner. Sure, he's been DJing for years, but sure, he turns up in the morning and just goes, no, I've got something else going on.
Aye.
And it's like, I have actually done a wedding where I get called by the bride after her ceremony because the DJ had just texted her to say, "Oh, by the way, I'll not be there tonight."
Aye.
It's like,
But there is a difference as well. Whenever it's a professional, whenever you're booking wedding professionals and wedding vendors that are professional, you know you're getting that bit of support. And another thing even with the wedding help thing is the approved suppliers.
Yep.
So if you're an approved supplier on wedding help, if one of your vendors let you down, go to wedding help and they'll get you sorted. And that's a big thing too, isn't it?
It's that you've always got. It's like I'd been in contact with Chris about trying to get cover for a date this month as well for someone
Aye.
that I just wasn't able to help out. Like I've got the guys that I would work with regularly.
Yeah.
I've got some other guys that I would call in for some of the like wee local parties.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to weddings, then you do what you can, you take on as much as you can, but there's only so much you can do in a week as well.
Yeah.
If you're meeting people on top of that as well as
Aye.
yes, some months are a bigger challenge than others. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but it shows that professionalism is one of them things. So if you're booking, it's definitely worth having a professional wedding vendor. What's one piece of advice you would give to couples when planning their evening entertainment? What would be your piece of advice you would give to them?
As much as I know couples want to have everything about them, I can honestly say, please just try and incorporate your guests. It's a day for everyone to enjoy and everyone to get involved in. It's not just, this is our day, this is our playlist. If you want to do, here's our playlist, fair enough.
Yeah.
Are we going to take the fall for it whenever there's no one on the dance floor because they maybe not are into your tastes?
Yeah. And I think that's an experience of maybe trusting your DJ to say, well, do you know what? We'll definitely add some of this in, but, do trust that we'll pack your dance floor or know what we're doing there.
Yep.
And that area too, to make it a good night and make it something that's been remembered,
It's always, you have to do a bit of something for everyone. You have to make sure that everyone's involved. Like 90% of the other reputable DJs out there, we can do the likes of your Mr. and Mrs. game. We can throw in a wee competition.
Yeah.
It would work well, especially for basically after your buffet, to get everyone engaged again and get everything restarted.
Aye.
There's lots of different things that can be done. And I've generally always got inflatable guitars and that you're throwing out on the floor.
Aye.
Just a bit of banter for 5 minutes.
No, exactly. They build that, How have you found the Wedding Help platform?
Wedding Help for me has been, again, it's just another way of getting your name out there. I've had bookings in, I've got plenty of inquiries in, and it has been of great help to me to basically get things growing again the way I want them to grow. So would I recommend it to anyone? Yeah, of course.
Aye.
Who wouldn't?
Aye.
At the end of the day, it's not even about you being on the platform to be there as, oh, look at me, I want every booking that's on here. You can go on and you can see a post and it's like, oh, can anyone recommend a camper van, or can someone recommend?
Yeah.
And you, like myself, we've been in the trade for a while and we always know different people as well.
Exactly.
So say someone that's in the forum is booked. There's plenty of advice and recommendations that we can all get as well. So
exactly.
it all works out.
And all the help in that community way, isn't it? Community sort of.
It's always better to work with people rather than against them.
Exactly. Where can people find your own social media? Where are you all on there?
It's Weber Discos. So if you want the website, it's Weber Discos. If you want Facebook, it's Weber Discos. If you want Instagram, it's Weber Discos. And recently then on TikTok has Weber Discos. So
there we go. I think we've covered everything we need to cover today. My name has been Dale Thomas, Andy from Weber Discos. And remember, you can get all his socials there. It is all Weber Discos. Thank you and bye for now.